Hi everyone, I'm Therese Sinnott and I'm going to do a few capsules. The first one has to do with early pregnancy. I'm going to touch a few topics. Of course, it's not exhaustive, but it's going to be informative. So what to do when you first find out you're pregnant? There are some steps you can take. The first one, of course, is making an appointment with your doctor. But even before you do that, you're highly encouraged to take prenatal vitamins, and especially the folic acid, which prevents some issues with the neural tube and prevention for brain development, to also spina bifida, Down syndrome. So it's highly encouraged that you go to the drugstore to pick up your vitamins. So then you can call your doctor, see your physician. Your family doctor is absolutely capable of following you throughout your pregnancy. If you need a referral, don't you worry, he will refer you to a specialist if he needs to. Afterwards, you'll need to call the nurse at the CLSC for your prenatal screening, your blood test. And also we do like a information session with you to encourage some healthy habits. Before you make an appointment with the CLSC, we encourage you to wait for your ultrasound to make sure that you're pregnant, you're 10 weeks pregnant, because the first test for Down syndrome is after the 10th week. So you can call us after you have your ultrasound and we'll schedule an appointment. And afterwards, your second appointment will be later on, around 26th week. Your physical activity. This is really important, and you'll hear me repeat this over and over. You have to be physically active. Obviously for yourself, to keep up, the blood circulation, and to manage also your weight and make sure that you feel good, you sleep well, but also because it's good for your baby, to assure that the baby will get all the nutrients as well. So physical activity will help you for delivery and will also help you after you have the baby. So a lot of women are concerned with gaining too much weight and losing the weight afterwards. So if you exercise before and you keep on throughout and you continue after, you'll see that it's really going to help you come back to your pre-pregnancy weight. So also important, the activity, because when you're pregnant, you have this hormone called relaxin, which is helping you when it comes time for delivery, but it also causes in some women some pelvic pain, lower back pain. So to prevent that, physical activity is extremely important. And you can also do some floor activities, the cow-cat exercise, which is just a matter of working your spine, and it really helps with preventing pain. Walking, swimming, there's some, right now in the COVID time, we might not have all those classes, but walking is available for everybody. Highly encourage you to go out, walk every day, even for a short time. Fatigue is also something that pregnant women experience, is due to hormones, of course. But walking, as sometimes we'll hear women say, I'm just too tired. I just don't feel like exercising. Actually, exercising gives us energy. It increases the oxygen in our blood, and we actually feel so much better. So, just put on your shoes and say, I'm going to go for 5-10 minutes, and you're really going to feel better afterwards. Nausea. I mean, who doesn't feel, like a little bit like, I'm not feeling good this morning? It's often the first sign of pregnancy. Of course, this is hormones as well. Nausea can be prevented to some degrees. Some easy recommendations that everybody can do is not have an empty stomach. So when you get up in the morning, the famous crackers by your bed is actually not a bad idea. I don't recommend, however, that you use salty crackers. So you can have crackers, something to eat. And usually we recommend also that to eat small portions, and instead of 3 big meals, you can have 6 smaller meals throughout the day. This is really going to help you Don't drink too much liquid as well when you're eating. You can keep the liquid for between the meals. After 8 weeks, usually the nausea symptoms disappear, and after 20 weeks, it's extremely rare that women experience nausea. Acid reflux. The reflux is also due to hormones. So what to do, it's the same recommendation as for nausea, but we also recommend that you don't lie down right after a meal. We recommend that you wait a few hours, even 2 hours before lying down, and this will help the food digesting. Avoid spicy food, fatty food, sweet. Too much sweet is actually going to cause more reflux. And coffee, the recommended intake of coffee is no more than 2 cups a day. So coffee lovers, limit your intake, and don't worry, 2 cups is not going to hurt the baby. So the stretch marks, this is really, really important. A lot of women have stretch marks after having babies. Some don't. Please don't spend any money buying expensive creams. It really doesn't work. It has to do with your skin elasticity. So to make sure that you have healthy skin, it's healthy eating habits and drinking water. Make sure you're hydrated. So don't spend any money on cream. Fatigue, like I said, also what I didn't mention is you'll sometimes have to go to the bathroom more often. So for that reason, we don't recommend you drink too much after your last meal in the evening, because it's not very pleasant, and that might explain why you feel fatigued as well. Smoking, drug, alcohol, I think you see me coming with those. It's highly recommended to avoid all of them, even secondhand smoking. So if you smoke, you're a big smoker, you can actually get help. You can start decreasing slowly and talk to your doctor. There are programs, free programs available to help you. Drugs and alcohol. Some people think that just one beer is not going to hurt the baby. Well, I'm sorry, it's not really true. We don't know where the fetus, what stage he is. And we have some babies that are born with major birth defect, some issues that will show later on in life, some damage that are permanent. And also the baby will suffer throughout his life. So if you do have problems with drinking and taking drugs, we highly recommend it. You mentioned to us, it's completely confidential. It's without judgment. We're there to help you. So is your doctor. So please feel free to talk with us, share with us, and we'll make sure to provide you with the right help. Another subject that I want to talk about is abuse and violence during pregnancy. Science is telling us, surveys are telling us that violence can increase during pregnancy. And something else sometimes women are not comfortable sharing with us. If you're not, completely understand, but you need to find someone you trust. There's also 1-800 numbers that I can share with you, 1-800-363-9010. And this is really important, that if you feel intimidated, and violence is not just physical violence, we're talking about psychological violence, verbal violence. So if any way you feel that you're becoming extremely uncomfortable in your relationship, we insist that you talk to someone, you get help, so your nurse, your doctor, social worker, and the number that we gave you. So that's it for this capsule. We'll see you in the next one.